come to standing at the top of your mat. We're going to start with a Kundalini move, and we're going to do 50 of these at the beginning of the practice and 50 at the end. Go at your own pace. You don't have to complete all 50. This is just a way to warm up the body, to awaken the body, to get the blood flowing, to get the energy flowing. So come into frog squat, the heels in, the toes out. Just pause here for a moment and start to massage the face. So however that feels right for you. It can be big movements, small movements, really getting into the muscles around the eyes, underneath the eyes, above the eyes, the muscles of the jaw. Begin to notice, pay more attention to the breath as you rub the face here. And also enjoying it, allowing this to feel pleasurable, relaxing, nourishing. As you massage the jaw, you can open the jaw, rub the sides of the jaw hinge, and then close the jaw and rub and see if you notice any difference. And then finishing up your face massage, bringing the hands to the heart center. Opening up to the morning, take a big breath in. And as you exhale, press up all the way to standing, and you'll just keep continuing to do this. Inhale, you squat. Exhale, you push up into standing. The arms come overhead. Really using the breath here to inform the movement, the rate of the movement, energy in each movement. You do not have to go all the way down, right? So even from standing, if you just wanted to bend the knees slightly and come back up, that is just fine. As we move through this, you'll notice maybe 15 in or 25 in, halfway through, you'll start to feel it in the thighs, the backside, the knees. Okay, and just slow down the movement if it feels overwhelming. Take a break, pause, and just be with the ebbs and flows of how this particular movement, repeated many times, feels in the body and the mind. Notice the body warming up. The feet, the midsection, the hands or the face. Inhaling to squat, exhale to press up to standing, arms overhead. Palms stay together in prayer here. Find one more. And then slowly come up to stand, arms to the side. All right, and we'll begin our flow. Bring palms to heart center. As you inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. Exhale, side bend over to the right. We'll breathe here. Inhale through center. Exhale, side bend to the left. Do this 2 more times on each side, moving with our breath. The palms can stay together. You can also interlace all 10 fingers. Release the pointer finger. Find steeple grip. One more time over to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, bring hands to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. And exhale, slightly bend the knees and start to explore back bend for you here. lifting up through the front of the chest and bending through the mid and upper back. Take a breath in, come back through center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale brings you to halfway lift. Exhale, step the right foot back, come down to the right knee. Pause here in low lunge, opening up through the front of the right hip. Long spine, gaze forward rather than down here. Maintaining the length in the cervical spine as you inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. Exhale, pause here, arms frame the face. Drag the left foot back, drag the right knee forward, squeeze the inner thighs, strong in the base. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, hands to heart center, twist to the left. Low lunge twist. We'll take about 3 breaths for each pose. Drop your left elbow down, relax the left shoulder. Inhale, slowly rise back up, arms overhead. Exhale, bring the hands on the inside of the left foot. For lizard, here you can roll to the pinky edge of the left foot, opening up through the front of the left hip. Plant your right palm as you inhale, reach the left arm, twist open to the left. Exhale, option to grab the right foot with the left hand. You can keep the left foot rolled out. You can bring the sole back to the mat. Inhale, slowly release the twist. Exhale, pivot to your right and come into wide leg forward fold. Allowing the head to hang heavy. Feet are parallel, maybe toes slightly in. Walk over to your right. The left hand comes to the right foot, maybe the outside of the foot, the right hand to the hip as you twist open to the right. Notice here how to square the hips. When you twist in this way, the right hip will want to lift up. Can you drop it down in line with the left or lift the left hip up? So we'll release back to center. Crawl to the left. The right hand comes to the inside of the left foot, the top of the left foot, the pinky edge of the left foot, twisting to the left, left hand to the hip. Slowly release. Pivot to the right. Now you're facing the back of the mat. The right leg is forward. Come down to the left knee. Pause here and lunge. Breathing deeply. As you inhale, arms up and overhead. So at any time you can explore different movements here. You could rock back and forth. You could go into back bend. You could bring the hands to the top of the right thigh. Gazing forward, gazing up. Inhale. And then exhale, hands to heart center, twist to the right. Drop the right elbow down, relax the right shoulder. Inhale, reaching back up. Exhale, hands to the inside of the right foot. Lizard lunge on the right side. And finding the twist, the left palm plants. Inhale, right arm high. Exhale, twisting open. Option to grab the left foot with the right hand. Squeeze the inner thighs, lift up through the midsection. It's easy to just sort of collapse and hold, but find this balance of rooting down and lifting up. Relax the shoulders. Inhale, release. And then exhale, step back into plank pose. We're going to come into Vashisthasana, side plank, finding the variation that works for you. Bring the right hand to the center of the mat as you inhale, twist open to the left. You could find a tree variation. You can step that left foot behind the right leg. You can come down to the right knee. Slowly release Vashisthasana. Bring the left hand to the center of the mat. As you inhale, twist open to the right. Exhale. Breathing here, 3 breaths, Vashisthasana. Lift up through the bottom hip. Opening up through the chest. Slowly release back to plank. As you inhale, rock forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. Bend the knees. Allow the pelvis to tilt forward. Releasing the head. As you inhale, look forward. Exhale, step into forward fold. Hang here, grab opposite wrist, grab opposite elbow. As you inhale, find halfway lift. Exhale, bow, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way to standing, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms overhead. As you exhale, side bend to the right. Press evenly through both feet. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left. 2 more times on each side. Notice that the hip points are square, that you're not pulling one hip back as you side bend. Inhale, come up through center. Exhale to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms overhead. As you exhale, exploring back bend. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bow, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the right foot back. Come down to the right knee. Inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. Exhale, pause here in lunge. Just scanning the body. Inhale, bring the hands to heart center. And as you exhale, twist over to the left. This time, option to lift the back knee. Back heel stacks over the toes, lifting up through the front of the right thigh. Come down to the knee, inhale, arms overhead. As you exhale, hands on the inside of the left foot. Again, finding lizard lunge. Option, again, to lift off the back knee, rocking forward and back. Plant the right palm, inhale. Left arm high. Exhale, you twist open to the left. Option to grab the right foot with the left hand. Use a strap. Lifting up through the chest. Notice if you're pushing the chest out, going into the lower back, hug the chest in. Feel the body activate through the abdomen. Inhale the left arm high. Exhale. You come back into lunge. Pivot into wide leg forward fold. So pivoting to the right again. Bowing into forward fold, surrendering into wide leg forward fold. Walk over to the left foot, the right hand somewhere near the left foot, the left hand to the hip as you twist open. Slowly release, walk over to the right, and then twisting open to the right. Slowly release back into wide leg forward fold. Inhale, you lift halfway, and then exhale, pivot to the front of the mat. Come down to the left knee. Inhale, arms, reach up and overhead. Option to lift off the back knee. Bring the hands through heart center. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, twist to the right. Again, option to lift off the back knee. Release the knee. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands on the inside of the right foot. Into lizard lunge once again. Lift off the back knee. Rock forward and back. Release the knee if it's lifted. Planting the left palm, reaching the right arm back. Option to grab the left foot. Just scanning the body. Coming back to the breath when the mind wanders into planning, worry, grasping, or aversion. Slowly release back into lunge, step back into plank. Hashistasana, bring the left hand to the center of the mat as you inhale, twist open to the right. Slowly releasing back to plank, you bring the right hand to the center of the mat. Inhale, twist open to the left. Exhale, finding your variation of Vashistasana. Release, plank pose. Inhale, rocking forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale, back bend. And then exhale, come into frog pose. So the knees come out wide. The knees are in line with the hips. Look back at your ankles. The ankles are in line with the knees and the toes turn out. So you're making little frog legs. And then here you may want a pillow or a blanket to bring under the chest, but you crawl the fingers forward. As you reach forward with the sternum and the chest, press it back with the hips. This is a deeper hip opening pose. So finding any props to support the chest or the backside can alleviate here some of the intensity. Noticing the place where you're not over threshold, meaning you're pushing so hard that the breath changes. Or maybe you're forcing. What you want to do here is just find this place of allowable discomfort. A place where you can breathe deeply into any tightness and exhaling, releasing, and softening. And you slowly press up, find your way out of this pose however it works for you, and come into downward facing dog. As you inhale, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees, step through into forward fold. Feel free to grab opposite elbow and hang here, the hips over the ankles, even weight through the feet, maybe even a little bit more weight in the front of the feet as you inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow in. Inhale, rise, arms overhead. As you exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Inhale, arms reach up and overhead. Exhale, side bend over to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, side bend to the left. 2 more times on each side. Exhale to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, bring hands down through heart center. Inhale, arms reach up, lift through the spine. Exhale, explore back bend. I like to bend my knees on the inhale, and then exhale, lift up through the sternum, bending through the mid spine, the upper spine. Being careful of the low back. Inhale, come back up through center, and then exhale, bow into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step the right foot back. This time, inhale into lunge, and then exhale, bring the arms behind you, lean forward slightly, find steeple grip, interlacing all 10 fingers, releasing the pointer. Leaning forward here, 45 degrees in the spine. Breathing deeply. Inhale, the arms reach overhead. High lunge. As you exhale, side bend over to the left. Squeeze the inner thighs. Back knee is lifted here, but you can always come down. Inhale, left arm back to center, and then exhale, side bend over to the right. Notice the difference in stability with each side bend. Inhale, right arm overhead. As you exhale, lean forward and twist over to your left into prayer twist. Back knee lifted or not. And again, left elbow drops down. Relax the left shoulder. Inhale, arms overhead, high lunge. Exhale, open up, warrior 2. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Opening up through the right side body. So stay here. After this, we're going to come into Skandasana on the right knee. So as you inhale, come into Skandasana, bend into the right knee. Exhale, hold. You can stay here, or you can find the twist, bringing the right hand to the ground, the left arm high, and wrapping the left arm behind you. Feel free to pause the video and practice that transition a few times. Inhale, coming back into extended side angle. Hold for the exhale. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, take the bend out of the left knee. Parallel the feet, arms to a T, preparing for forward fold. Inhale, and then exhale, bow into forward fold. Feel free to grab the outside of the calves, the ankles, the outside of the feet. Inhale, you lengthen, and exhale, you can bend the elbows and fold deeper. Wide leg forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, come back into Skandasana to the right. Right knee is bent, left leg is extended long as you crouch. And again, option to open up and come into the bind here, or half bind. Inhale, release the arms, open up. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. As you inhale, pivot to the right. Exhale, pausing here for a moment, and then inhale, high lunge, back knee is lifted. Exhale, bring the arms behind you, lean forward, interlace, find the opposite grip. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to extend. Inhale, arms reach up and overhead. As you exhale, side bend over to the right. So the right arm drops, the left arm is reaching up and over. Inhale, the right arm overhead. Exhale, side bend over to the left. Again, just noticing the difference when you side bend to each side, how the breath may change, how the muscle engagement may change. Just allowing those noticings into your awareness. Inhale, left arm overhead. Exhale, you twist to the right, prayer twist. Drop the right elbow, the right shoulder. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Inhale, you hinge at the right hip. Exhale, extended side angle, long left body. Inhale into your Skandasana. Exhale, you hold here. Option to stay or open the left and right arm. Option to half bind. As you inhale, come back into that sort of leaning forward, extended side angle. Pause for the exhale. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, take the bend out of the right knee. Set up for wide leg forward fold. You take a breath in to lift the heart and the gaze, and then exhale, you bow in. Holding here, about 3 breaths in every pose. As you inhale, come back into Skandasana. Exhale, pause, find your variation. Feel free to lift the left heel. Feel free to roll a blanket or put a pillow under the left heel. You also can sort of squat. Your backside does not need to come down to the ground or anything like that. Inhale, pivot to the back of the mat in lunge, and then exhale, step into forward fold, facing the back of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. As you inhale, rise to stand, arms overhead. Exhale, side bend over to the right. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, go into back bend. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, bow, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step the right foot back. Inhale, high lunge. Moving with our breath now. Exhale, lean forward, arms behind you, interlace. Inhale, get long. Exhale, float the back leg, warrior three. Hold here. And then slowly come back into lunge. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, side bend over to the left. Inhale, left arm overhead. Exhale, side bend over to the right. Inhale, right arm overhead. Exhale, prayer twist to the left. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, open up into warrior two. As you inhale, hinge forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, coming into Skandasana. Exhale, come into extended side angle. Inhale, you reverse warrior. Exhale, setting up for wide leg forward fold. Take a breath in. Exhale, bow. Wide leg forward fold. Stay here, or this time option to go into headstand. Be a little trickier from wide leg forward fold. You can keep the knees bent as you float the legs up. If you're in headstand, option to join the soles of the feet in Baddha Konasana. You're in headstand, slowly make your way out. See how slowly you can lower the legs back into wide leg forward fold, pulling in through the navel. From wide leg forward fold, take a breath in, lift halfway, and then exhale, come into Skandasana, towards the front of the mat. So your right knee, and then slowly pivot, release to the front of the mat. In lunge, the right leg is forward as you inhale, rise, high lunge. Exhale, lean forward, bring the arms behind you, interlace. Take a big breath in. Then exhale, float into warrior three, left leg lifted, capital T with the body. Lift up through the navel, lift up through the front of the left thigh. Take a breath in. Exhale, you touch back down into lunge. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, side bend over to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, side bend over to the left. Inhale, arms up and overhead. As you exhale, twist to the right, prayer twist. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, open up warrior two. Inhale, hinging from the right hip. Exhale, extended side angle. As you inhale, Skandasana to the back of the mat. Exhale, you pause. Inhale, opening up the arms. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, back to warrior two, hinging from the hip. Exhale, hold, and then inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, set up for wide leg forward fold. Here you could stay, you can twist. You have another option to go into headstand. This time you could keep the legs straight. You could find some other fun, playful variation of your choosing. Slowly using your long, slow, deep breath to make your way out of headstand if you're there. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, skandasana to the back of the mat. Inhale, open up. Exhale, option to bind or half bind. Inhale, pivot back to the front of the mat. Exhale, step back into plank pose. Setting up for Vashisthasana, bring the left palm to the mat. Inhale, turn open to the right. Feel free to step the right foot behind the left leg. Take a breath in and out. Slowly coming back to plank, planting the right palm. Inhale, opening to the left. Slowly come back into plank as you inhale, rock forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gazing forward. Exhale, come down to the knees. Open up the knees wider than the hips, coming back into frog squat. So again, just noticing that the knees are in line with the ankles, the feet are flexed, the toes point out. So right angle in the ankle, the knee, and the hip. And slowly lower your chest to a pillow, a rolled up blanket, or the floor. Relax the head on stacked fists or stacked hands. Push the hips back as you reach the chest forward. Slowly begin to make your way out of frog. Take your time, stepping up into forward fold at the front of your mat. Now come into malasana or frog squat here at the top of the mat. The soles of the feet on the floor or rolled up blanket mat under the heels. Feel free to roll out the neck in circles or side to side. I'm going to end with those up and downs again. Take a big breath in. Exhale, press up. Breathing in to lower. Exhale, press up 50 times before we end in final resting pose. Just a few more here. 3 more. 3, 2, and last one. You come to standing, release the arms, and make your way to final resting pose, Shavasana. And really allow the energy and the vibration of those up and downs to course through the body here in final resting pose, being as still and as silent as you can to absorb all the energizing effects of our practice, all the calming and relaxing effects of our practice. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. As you inhale, take a big, long body stretch. Exhale, bring the knees into the chest and roll to either side in fetal position. And coming up into a seat, bringing the palms together in prayer at heart center. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and liberated. Keep doing yoga, keep meditating, keep finding time for stillness and silence to listen. Okay, I have to show you this beautiful place I'm in. It's pretty nice. I wish you were here with me. I love you. I miss you. Take it away, ocean.